Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Okay, I have some more things from that drawer. Here are some scraps of just scrapbook paper, and I am going to simply make little faux envelope writing spaces out of these. Now, I would often coffee dye these first, but these ones are pretty cute the way they are. I'm not going to bother. There is some logos on a couple of these. I'll just put some scrap paper over those, just on the blank side. But yeah, basically I'm just going to fold a tip like this, just fold the two edges inwards, and then I am going to fold the rest up so that it sort of fits underneath. So it looks like a little envelope. We might decorate them up a bit, or we might just put a closure on them or something just so that they stay shut. You can pop them in a pocket. Just provides a little bit of extra writing space in your journal. So I'm going to do that with these strips, and then we're going to grab a couple of other bits of scrapbook paper that are still here and see what we can manage to do with those as well. Now, as you can see, it doesn't really matter how long or short your strips are, or how wide they are even, as long as they're sort of a uniform shape. If they're a bit shorter, as long as you've got enough to fold it up and under itself so that it's, all nicely folded inwards, you've got enough. And if it's a very long piece, then just fold it a few more times. And you can make these any size you like. I think I find another piece after I finish these and make it out of that, and it's slightly larger. It's a slightly wider piece of paper, so we get a bigger envelope. That's the only difference. So it's a great way to use up strips if you have some strips. Usually I would use it for thinner paper. It's not much use for very thick scrapbook paper. It makes it hard to fold and very bulky, but with this thinner stuff, particularly this one-sided stuff, so that you can write on it, it's a perfect way to use up strips. As you saw there, I sometimes fold these back and forward like an accordion just to get the level right, just to get the folds in the right place. But when I fold them up to, complete the little envelopes, I actually fold them inwards. So they're all folded in a little roll, if you like. When you're arranging them in the beginning, sometimes it's easier to do them in a sort of accordion fold and just use those creases to fold it back in on itself. So just do it whatever way's easiest for you, I guess. Okay, I am just going to use some little bits of scrap paper here to make random closures. This is a nice long piece, so I'm going to wrap it all the way around. It can be slid off the top or bottom and keeps our envelope closed. The others, I don't have such long pieces, so I am just going to make a little tuck closure for the back. This is the other bit of scrap paper I'm going to make another little envelope out of, and as you see, it will still be a cute little envelope. It will just be a little larger than the ones made out of the measuring tape strip. So yeah, the other ones, the other pieces I'll do something else with. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that other piece of measuring tape paper. It's a bit larger. I'll put that aside for another project, but yeah, it's good to have used up the strips, and we'll find something to do with all the rest of it. I decided to decorate these up just like they were an envelope, with a little postage stamp and a little bit of book page, just as some text. So I'm just going to pop those on, and then we have finished a little project. So yeah, these were quite cute. Great way to use up strips. I'm happy with the way they turned out. I did lose quite a bit of this footage, so I'm glad I managed to sort of retain what I have, and I hope it all makes sense. So thanks very much for spending your time with me today, guys. I really do appreciate your company. I hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you again next time. Bye.